Hi everyone. Today I'll be doing my argument on why the government should not why the government should not outlaw animal experimentation. Number one, they shouldn't do this because animal experiments help scientists procure different vaccines and different cures that can prolong human life and that can prolong the lives of animals too. And number two, they also shouldn't outlaw this because one argument that they tend to use is that we can always use alternatives like cells or bacteria. My contention to this would be that animals are the best subjects that we have for testing out new vaccines. So, firstly, animal experiments help procure new vaccines. According to an article done by ncbis.gov, they talked about this disease called poliomyelitis. I'll call it polio for short. Polio is a disease that um, debilitates the afflicted by causing paralysis. It causes paralysis, and it used to be very prevalent back in the 1950s. But because of the experiments that scientists did on monkeys, they were able to find a vaccine for polio, right? And they were able to effectively reduce it from 58,000 cases of polio in 1952 to only 4 cases of polio in 1984. And in fact, if you were to look it up now, if you were to search up poliomyelitis, you would see that it is classified as an extremely rare disease. All of this was only done through animal experimentation. Another example of this would include the methods that we've procured for transplants, heart transplants, skin transplants, cornea, cornea transplants. All of those were also are also available to us because of animal experimentation, right? And it doesn't just help humans too. Um, Scientists were able to create vaccines for animal-related diseases, diseases such as rabies, canine parvovirus, distemper, feline leukemia, heartworm infestation, cattle tuberculosis, and a lot more. These diseases that directly only affect animals have cures for them because of animal experimentation. For the government to outlaw that would be a major disadvantage to all life. That sounds dramatic. All life. All life. So the second contention would be that animals are the best methods. So a lot of people tend to argue that we can use alternatives for testing out new vaccines. According to an article written by Stanford EDU, animals are the best subjects that we have for testing out vaccines because they're very similar to us. They're more similar to us than a bunch of cells or bacteria, right? In fact, fun fact, they found that mice share about 98% DNA with humans. And I thought that was pretty cool. And not only that, but animals are also susceptible to many of the diseases that humans are susceptible to. They're susceptible to cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and in addition to that, they also have shorter life cycles, meaning to say that scientists can see how their vaccines work in mice across generations. Basically, another, according to NAP National Academics, animal experimentation is also way better than any test results that you would get from alternative subjects. Reason being, animals are more similar to us than cells are. To summarize it all, animal experimentation should not be outlawed in the US because it helps save human and animal lives, and animals are the only and the best subjects that we have for testing out new vaccines and cures.